Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, I'm taking a look at my settings just to make sure because I don't know what's going on with this computer, but camera keeps going in and out. But anyway, Merry Christmas to you, and for my Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah, and of course today is the first day of Kwanzaa, so Happy Kwanzaa. You'll see me looking a little to the right here because I have my notes over here. Going to give you a general overview of Kwanzaa, and hopefully I'll be able to video for each day of Kwanzaa, which is 7 days from today all the way through New Year's Day. All right, so let's get into it. So I was inspired after watching the latest Tyler Perry's movie, which is the 6888, 6888. It's on Netflix. This movie is so great, and of course, it's a true story. And again, a little angry. We haven't been educated for this. For this, 6AAA is a movie of about a black women's division in the army. In history and culture. So it runs, like I said, it runs for 7 days, with each day dedicated to one of the seven principles, quote, drawn from communitarian values found throughout the African continent. Day one, which is today, is devoted to Umaja, or unity amid the African diaspora. Okay? So, Kwanzaa, which is celebrated by millions of people around the world, is known for cultural celebrations, family, and community gatherings, honoring ancestors and community leaders, gift giving, and a wide variety of foods from the Pan American cuisine. The 2024 theme is celebrating Kwanzaa in difficult and demanding times, lifting up the light that leads. Lifting up the light that leads. And of course, we all know about, excuse me, the difficult and demanding time. And of course, it's going to continue starting in 2025. However, this video, I'm not going to go that way. We're just going to talk about Kwanzaa. So, and again, this is just an overview. I've always heard about Kwanzaa. My family, particularly my mom and my grandparents, we didn't really celebrate Kwanzaa, but because of that, Kwanzaa was launched in the United States in 1977. Let me pull information up for you. Just want to give you the facts because a lot of times I say facts matter. So let me scroll. What I'm using is this article is from USA Today, and I will put this link in the comments so that you can see this, and also go ahead and go and do a deep dive under Kwanzaa. And what I'm looking for is the notes who created Kwanzaa. While I'm looking at that, of course, this is, most people think this is the the Christmas week. Well, it's not just Christmas, because of course, Christmas Eve was Tuesday, Christmas Day was Wednesday. At sundown yesterday, Hanukkah started, and then of course today, Kwanzaa started. So Kwanzaa got its name from a Swahili phrase, Matunda ya Kwanzaa, and it's rooted in the first fruits celebrations found in cultures throughout Africa, both in ancient and modern times. Swahili is one of the most widely spoken languages in Africa. And here's a little thing. If you know about Star Trek, the original Star Trek, Uhura, her language was Swahili. That was her first language, her major language, Swahili. And of course, her character was a communications and language person on Star Trek. So Swahili was always all the way back there. So giving you that information. And that's where Kwanzaa got its name. So still scrolling through the article, and particularly with my internet, it's really not the internet. It's about all these ads on US Today. So just bear with me. So here we go. When was Kwanzaa created? Kwanzaa was created in 1966. So yeah, I was 11 years too late. So it was created in 1966 by Maulana Ron Karenga. He created it to reaffirm and restore African heritage and culture, introduce and reinforce Ngozi Saba, or the Seven Principles, serve as a nationally celebrated communal non-heroic holiday, and be an act of cultural self-determination. Karenga is an American activist, scholar, and author, and a professor of Africana Studies at California State University. Interesting, that is his African name. He changed that. He was born as Ronald McKinley Everett in 1941, the youngest of 14 children. He changed his name in the 1960s, adopting his first name from Swahili and Arabic meaning master teacher, and his last name inspired by a Kikuyu word he interpreted to mean keeper of tradition. Now, is Kwanzaa a religious holiday? No, it is not. Does it conflict with Christianity, Jewish, or other religions? No, it does not, because it is not a religious holiday. It is a cultural holiday. And it's not, it is based on African culture. However, non-Africans also celebrate Kwanzaa as well. But like I said, so that you can understand, Kwanzaa is a cultural holiday, just like Cinco de Mayo, the Day of the Dead, and the 4th of July. It's not tied to any religion. However, the Day of the Dead could be tied to religion, but not major religions. The United States does not federally recognize Kwanzaa. However, today, President Biden and the First Lady Jill did do a post on X letting us know about Kwanzaa and celebrating Kwanzaa. So thank you, President Biden, for that. So its meaning, people may ask, Habarai Gani. It's a Swahili phrase which roughly translates as what's up or what is the news. The response would be that day's Kwanzaa principle. So if someone said that to you today, Habara Gani, your response would be today, as the first day of Kwanzaa, your response would be Umaja. Umaja means unity. Tomorrow, it would be the second principle, but I'll have a video tomorrow about the second principle. And like I said, it's not a legal holiday. So here are the 7 principles. There are 7 principles. I'm not going to read all 7 principles. I'm just going to talk about today's day 1 principle, which is Umaja, or unity. Here's how Umaja is defined: to strive for or maintain unity in the family, the community, the nation, and the race. It's unity overall. Like I said, when we were talking about giving you the overview of Kwanzaa, it's about food. So day 1's food is dates, figs, and milk. I do not like dates. I used to eat the fig cookies, but not anymore. But I did drink some chocolate milk this morning. So when you think about unity in this climate, when we're talking about this, life in the United States, as particularly with me, an African American, gay, retired man. There's a lot of intersections there. But when I think about that, and when I think about 6 AAA, these black women from all different corners of the United States decided to go into the army. You will hear something say, I want to fight Hitler. But it was also about what was happening to them during that time, that period in the United States. If you watch the movie, you're going to hear the N-word. You're going to hear someone calling them coons and so on and so on. There is an undercurrent story about an interracial love. And then you'll see the black couple love, but also the unity of those women. It was the only black and only women division in the entire U.S. Army. And I don't want to give it away, but their task, because at that time, the military leadership did not believe that they could get it done, but they did, and they got it done before the deadline. But please watch that movie. But what you're going to see in that movie is that all these women from different places in the United States came together, and they figured out how to get it done, and they got it done. That is unification. That is unity. Do we have unity right now based on the election? No. No. We thought it did. I thought it did. I thought we did. The biggest thing that we do not have right now is a unification of progressive and democratic news platforms. We don't have enough of that to go against Fox, information wars, InfoWars. I forget the guy's name, but now he's on the hook for InfoWars because the Onion was going to buy it, but the judge said no. Joe Rogan, most popular podcast, which is why those young guys, the young white guys, voted for Trump based on that podcast and those policies, things like that. But of course, now some of them are understanding that they voted wrong, but that we're not going to talk about that. We're going to go ahead and go forward. Unity means we should support. We need to support each other. My housemate. Also, we have these conversations about why Black gay men are not connecting. Why are we not supporting each other? In my mind, the gay community, there is a war going on with trans people. So where are the gay guys? Where are the lesbians? Where are the bisexual people? Where is the queer community? There are unified communities in some parts of the country, but not in all of the country. There is a war against women, from my perspective. Men know that we need to support each other. So why are we not supporting our sisters? Think about unification in your life. Think about unity. What unity do you not see? If it's from a business, I am about to launch my notary public business. I have a video about that because I call it semi-retirement because I couldn't find a job in time. And so because I'm old, 62, I went ahead and took my early retirement so I could have some money, but it's not enough. So I had to pivot, and now I'm about to become a small business owner. But of course, everybody knows it's hard. No matter what state you're in, it's hard, particularly to register a business. If you were it's 100 and some odd here in North Carolina to register the business. But if you were in New York, can you imagine paying $800 to register a business? California, $600, I believe, to register a business. I think Wyoming is the cheapest. I believe it only costs like $75 to register a business. It's crazy. But you have to find support. And a lot of people don't know that. And it takes time. It takes time. I found some resources, but it took me time to get that information. So for me, when I think about unity, I'm thinking about unity in our neighborhoods. I'm thinking about unity in the cities that we live in. I think about unity in the state that we live in. And I think about unity in the country that I live in. And you might disagree with me, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because that will probably start some more videos for me. That I live in a country that is divided, and people will stop right there saying that the United States is divided politically. But it's not just politically divided. There is a thing about two Americas. My grandparents used to call it the haves and the have-nots. But I'll just go ahead and call it two Americas. So think about that. Think about unity today and see what you think about unity and where you are. I mean, even think about if you're working, think about the company you work for. Do the employees join together? Does the company leadership support the employees? Do you feel like you're part of the process? That's part of unity. So think about that. Think about that. If you have some comments about that, put them in the comments to let me know. And I can think about that too. Because maybe I'm missing something about unity. But it takes all of us. It takes all of us, no matter whether we can do it digitally, if we can physically write something. A friend of mine who lives in Vancouver, I learned something about him today. I didn't know that he's a former writer. But his biggest thing is listening to voices, having these actual physical conversations. That is a connection. And when more people have those conversations, that's unity. There's not one level of unity, there are multiple levels. But think about unity and what unity means to you. All right. So, again, a belated Merry Christmas. For my Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah. Oh, before I go, I have some pictures to show you because I'm still learning about editing my videos so that I can just put pictures on there digitally and things digitally, but I haven't gotten there yet. So I'm going to show you a picture. This is a menorah. This is the candle platform for Hanukkah. And if you see this, it could look similar to the Kanaga, which is Kwanzas candle platform. And a lot of people thought that Kwanzaa was based on Hanukkah, but it's not. So Hanukkah's menorah has 9 candles. And I believe all the candles are white. For Kwanzaa, the platform is for 7 candles based on the 7 days of Kwanzaa and the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And it's based on the African colors of red, green, and black. And each color means something. Red is for blood. Let me get my notes. Because like I said, I'm a little old. So I memory issues. But like I said, red stands for the struggle. I'm sorry, not for the blood. The struggle. Black stands for the people. And green stands for the future. So when you see the red, black, and green flag, remember the red stripe is for the struggle, the black stripe is for the people, and the green stripe is for the future. So that's a lot for you. Sorry for stumbling through this. But again, today is day 1 of Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. And think about unity. All right? Have a good evening and get your energy back. Today is Thursday. And so everybody's going back to the stores to return things. Pack your patience and don't hit anybody so that we don't see you on YouTube. All right. Have a good day.